imagine? It's been 5 years. I've lived in Uganda for 5 years. That's half a decade. That is so long. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where we're all about value-adding content for you to live an authentic and fulfilled life. Welcome to the tribe that we have on here, our online community all about everything living in Africa, moving to Africa, thriving in Africa, all the above. So if you haven't guessed already by the title, today is an update video. Can you imagine? It's been 5 years. I've lived in Uganda for 5 years. That's half a decade. That is so long. All right, let's get into this video. So I think the theme of this video, which is the theme of the previous year that just happened, really and truly was, this has been the best year yet. And if this year was what it was, I can only imagine what the following years are to come. I do get when they say it takes like 5 years to see if a company will sink or swim. I think that really applies to many other things, including uprooting your life and moving across the world somewhere else. But it has been a really good year for me personally, and I can tell, even just by the upbeatness of how I feel right now filming this video, I'm like really excited. And I think it's really nice that I moved at a time where it's like near the end of the year, so it's very self-reflective. You know, I sat and reflected and I was like, ooh, I've had a good year. Okay. But it's like generating the pace of life right now. So I'm like, this is the beginning? If this is the beginning, what? I'm so excited to see what the next few years have. I'm so excited. Oh my God, so excited. So as per usual, we'll break this video down in various different segments of life. And then anything I didn't touch on, again, always be in the description box. Or we can have a little chat in the conversation box down below in the comment box. So yeah, we'll start off with family and friends. So in comparison to last year, I did mention that I hadn't been very intentional with hanging out with family and friends as much. I do think I saw them more this year, more so family, more than friends, family. I did see them a bit more, but I can definitely do better. I think there's always room for improvement in anything, and being more intentional. So instead of seeing them because it's for a particular thing, I could just pop in and say, hi, I'm here. How are you? What are you doing this coming Thursday, you know, and check up on people a little bit more. I've realized over the years living here, especially that, and also getting older, that you want to lean more onto family and those you call family as well, those extended people or people that have turned from friends to family, just because it just hits different. It hits different. Time is more precious. Time is more... Yeah, you just want to spend with people who make you feel good and feel great more so than, you know, other things, whatever those other things are for you. The one thing I will mention specifically about friends, I think because last year my trip home was 2 months. I went back to Canada 2 months. I planned that well before I had been part of anything or had considered anything. I was just really fed up when I bought the ticket and I was like, I'm going for 2 months. This year I went for 3 weeks and it felt like 3 weeks. It felt like a week actually. And I felt like I saw some friends, but I didn't see all my friends. And the moments I did have with my friends felt so good. I don't even want to start crying now. It felt so good. It felt so nice to realign and align with people that just get me and know me. And I always say this every year. And I think because I say it every year, you can see how important it is to have those relationships, keep them, cultivate them. And it just didn't even feel like time went by. One of my friends said that we went for dinner and she's like, I feel like I just saw you. I was like, I know, but it was exactly a year ago. So my friends back home, I think because it wasn't enough time and I didn't get to see a lot of people I really hold dear and true to my heart, I really felt it. So I really want to be intentional. And I told all my friends, I was like, child, coming to Canada, because they all asked how much does it come to Canada? How long is it? And they're like, yeah. I was like, yeah. But they're always all up in Europe. So I'm like, why don't you guys let me know when you're in Europe? When you're even going to Asia, it's just way more accessible for me than to come all the way to Canada. And I only miss people in Canada. Like, I love Canada. I love the country. I love the country. But at the moment, besides like little bits of Toronto, which has it, well, no, it's changed. It's not what I loved. It's just people that I really miss that much. So I'm like, I gotta see the people in different settings. So Yeah. I think I miss my friends even more now that I've left, and I want to cultivate that more, like make sure I nourish those relationships while I'm gone and hopefully see them more. I have many different friends in different parts of life. To have them all together at once is not going to happen until like when I get married or something like that. But for now, if I can see them in little spurts, I'm so okay with that. So I've told them that. But yeah, I just missed them a lot more, and I just appreciated the few that I saw. I was like, oh my God, I'm so present and in this moment. I'm so happy. This is so amazing. How are you? Let's just talk about you. Like, they wanted to know about me and my things. I'm like, no, I want to know about what's going on with you. So yeah, it was a little sum up of that. Then in terms of my friends here, I appreciate my friends here. I have a smaller circle here, but damn, do they hit. They're so amazing. They're such amazing people. And I want to spend more time being intentional with those friendships. And instead of it being like when we're out and about or when we see each other, like how I do with my family here, actually like, let's go for lunch, let's go for dinner, let's like do stuff, you know? I kind of get overwhelmed and I have to see everyone every week. It's just not feasible. And I do love the grace my friends extend. Most of us all extend each other, where when we see each other, we'll see each other, but we know it'll hit when we do. Okay, when it comes to business, company, all of the above, etc. I know I haven't divulged on this channel about other things I do. I'm just not quite ready yet to announce to the world what it is that I'm up to, but the few people who know, they know. It's cool. So yeah, I feel like that this last year has been great. Last year I didn't have an assistant. This year I do. It's definitely night and day because I'm able to actually do a lot more. For those of you who don't know, I do consulting for digital marketing and such. And I have a particular client that takes up most of my time. One client that takes up most of my time. I dropped everyone else for the one client. Due to that, I wasn't able to focus on my other stuff, but I had already started them, and that's really what I came here to do. So it made such a difference getting help. And right now, I've just realized this new year that's coming up, it's about systems. It's about bringing that Canadian flair, that je ne sais quoi that makes us successful when we hit other countries, you know? I wouldn't say it's like the American drive, go, but it's a level of organization, systems, I need to be intentional and alert and aware every day to be checking up on them and to be really intentional on that. So that's really where I would say this new fifth year for 5 years, after being here for 5 years, I've realized, yeah, systems are so necessary. And that's really where I'm pivoting to focus on, because once you create really good foundational systems, things will work out well. I've noticed when I'm not alert and aware, unfortunately, that things end up lacking because I'm not on it, but I can't be there. That's why I've hired someone. So I really want to be intentional on doing that. So I'm saying this for those who had that mentality, that precious mentality that I had when I first came, or before I even moved here, what I wanted for my life, which was to have this live here, live in Canada, work remote, just tell them what to do and they'll do it. No, they need to see you doing the things consistently for a very long time to take you seriously, for them to now swoosh, you know? So they need the constant reminders. You know, you do need to micromanage a little bit, no matter how great somebody is, because the person I have is great, but you do need to micromanage quite a bit in the beginning to create those systems. And then from there, they kind of understand, oh, she means business. Oh, he's serious. Oh, child. Oh. Because it's the same shock that people get when they move abroad and they're like, God damn, it's a lot of work, no enjoyments. Well, that's how things get done, right? So I'm not saying that's what I want, but I want the systems and bring the best of both worlds and, you know, create a happy environment, but a productive environment where things get done when they're supposed to get done. So yeah, that's really my feedback on business, companies and such. Right now, doing well, very happy, zero complaints. This is not a video for complaining. We're in a good space, guys. We're in a great space. All right, the next segment I want to talk about is money and investing. So now that the big liability ticket was out of the way, which was the car, and some other major things I needed to put my money towards are pretty much out of the way now, I am focusing on saving and investing. I don't really like to listen necessarily to the doomsday of what's always reported by the media around the world. I know it, we all feel it, we know we're going through it worldwide, not individually, one country. Worldwide, everyone's kind of going through it at the moment. So right now, my focus is saving my money to put in investments, investing my money to be growing money as it sits there and does its things. The great thing is, I've done videos about this already before, there's so many investment instruments in Uganda that make it easy for you to passively grow your money at a way better rates than abroad, which is great. It's just a volatile economy. So I think that's why people are very reluctant, which I understand totally. And then you don't also have everything, and you don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? So I just want to be more educated on different options, putting my money aside on various different things, cultivating, getting more opportunities to put more money towards things and grow and build the things I want to build and what I came here to do. So that's really the focus now, is financial growth. And I'm so happy. I am so happy. It's just very clear what the next few months are looking like, the next few years are looking like, and right now, really putting in the steps. So I would like to say that after 5 years, and I always have to remind myself to extend myself grace. 2 of those 5 years with a global pandemic. We were all suffering. I enjoyed 2020 though, but I wasted so much money on dumb things. And you live and you learn. Why? You can't hold yourself against what you did in the past forever. You got to move on. So me moving on is now creating systems in my personal life and my financial life. As I said, systems in business. See, systems, you see the common theme now, right, for next year? But the systems and just sticking to it, even when I don't feel like I want to, even when I feel like I deserve something, even when I feel like, oh, I want the pretty bag, I want the nice shoes. Girl, you also need the land. You also need to put money for properties and then bigger ticket items. That is what we're focusing on right now. So put my money into investments that will give me the returns to then have fun money and make, have frivolous money, but the main asset will be there distributing, What grown folks been doing. But for me, who took 2 years to just be a little baby girl and enjoy life, never late, never too late, never too late. All right, when it comes to spirituality, mind, relationship with God, that is so important. This will always be a category, especially that I update on, because like I said last year, like I say in most of my videos, you cannot uproot yourself from a society and a way of living and pluck yourself somewhere else and think you're so above it that you don't need help. Child, that's a lie. That's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie. Whatever that looks like to you, and me and my house, we serve the Lord. For the rest of everybody else, whatever you want to do, that's really up to you, but I highly recommend consistently staying in touch with that. I know last year I said individual therapy, I wasn't really kind of feeling it, and I wanted more like other efforts. I really went hard on the gym, cleared my mind a little bit, realigned with myself. I've also just freshly come from a trip from Canada, so me and my extra positivity has a lot to do with the fact that I feel rejuvenated or refreshed and ready to go. Anyway, back to spirituality, mind, God, alignment, self, and all that. This year, I'm definitely going back to personal therapy. I want a consistent reminder, and I really like my therapist for the simple fact that, A, she's Canadian, so she knows what I be feeling usually of that change, especially in the early years where it was very evident. Now I can say early years. In the early years where it was really night and day, living here. Now I've gotten used to a lot of things and I'm like, it is what it is. You've chosen to live here, so you might as well get used to it, You might as well find things that work for you instead of always complaining. What are you complaining for? Go back then. What was, So I like my therapist because she gets it, and then she's also really good, holding me accountable, but also giving me the tools to be realistic and understanding it's not perfectionism, but really the progress and the journey and all of that. So it's a nice regular reminder. So I would say like a life coach. That's what I like, the individual aspect of it. So I'm going back to that. It is end of October right now. It's always end of October. is it 31st or 28th? That's like my anniversary of being here. I can't remember, 29th maybe, but anyway, not little, those days. I really want to just go back to her, so I'm really monthly reminders like, am I where I'm headed? Am I close to it? The progress to see, because I also get very down on myself, and if I'm not where I need to be, which is 90-something% of the time, because life is a journey and not a destination. Big eye roll, so over it. We're ready for the destination. But I get very, very hard on myself. Then I get really sad. And then I'm like, ugh, then I don't want to do something. I want to pivot to something else. I get distracted. I start doing other things that I'm really not headed towards what I planned on. So I really want that consistent monthly, like check in. So that's really good. And then she's also Christian, which is great. So just aligning with my relationship with God. And right now I'm really like, I just finished reading the Bible, which has been great. It is nice. I don't know if I expected like this aha moment at the end of it, the last word. It wasn't quite that, but it's nice to read passages now with a little bit more understanding and clarity, and understanding how to apply that to my prayer life. So that's really where that is now. Stronger prayer life, also extending myself grace for if it doesn't happen every single day, but if it happens every other day. And then walking in gratitude every single moment of the day where I catch myself feeling off. We're human, off, angry, whatever it may be, and just going back in a place of thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just consistently repeating that until I'm in a good space, because life is for living, honestly. It's really crappy being in a bad mood all the time. It doesn't make sense. Or bad energy. I don't want to be in bad energy. Bad energy, stay far away. In the words of, is it WizKid? Far away. All right, next category. Body, gym, period. One word, gym. Gym is life. Life is the gym. Sorry, thinking of something else, but anyway. Gym is life. I'm really happy for that. I'm super grateful for that. As the years have gone by, I will say that, I wouldn't say affordability, but more gyms have popped up. So I think there are a lot more options than when I first came for gyms, because you'd find a really crappy gym and a very good gym at the same price point. And I think now it's very evident that if you don't offer everything and more, you can't price it at certain pricing. Not everybody gets it yet, but it's not that bad. Like right now, I think earlier last year, I found a gym that was like $10K a day, and they have all the equipment you need in good condition. So it's just really looking in your neighborhood and what there is to offer, and if not, find somewhere. I know there's not much where you can run outside or work out outside and whatnot, but there's a lot of classes. There's more fitness. There's more intentionality in fitness than before. So gym is life. Find a gym. If not, find something. Go get a membership somewhere you can swim or something, you know? But that's also really necessary. And it's good to be outdoors a lot as well. If you got a pool, lucky you, take advantage of that. Lastly, I'm going to talk about is community. Last year I said I really wanted to be intentional and find something I can give back to. I wouldn't say like youth, women, young girls, like people in positions where I see where you could be. Here are the things that I know and what I have and whatever I can offer you to help you boost yourself from point A to point Z, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, I haven't gotten that yet, so I'm just gonna keep praying about it. But then I thought about it when I was thinking about this video and my plans for this coming year, and I was like, I have a community. I have my online community. I have my tribe. I have you guys. And it was so night and day with this channel when I was just pumping out quality content, not just homes. I know you guys love homes, but from the homes to grocery stores to what's happening around when I was on this whole moving to Africa thing. Then when I was like, well, I've moved, I'm over the whole moving to, I'm here. So I'm here. Then it became a lot of vlogging because I didn't feel like I could easily access the type of content that I was filming before, I'd really run out. To be quite frank, I ran out of a lot of places to feature and to go to. And I don't want to be those YouTubers who just keep recycling the same thing over and over and over again. And it's pretty evident they're just doing that because they want to be consistent, which is great. But you've already told us that, or you've already done this before. So now I'm just decided to intentionally grow this community, intentionally focus on our tribe on here and this community and giving you guys value-adding content. I know I always say it, it's part of the intro, but that's a lot of the reasons why I fall off, or the main reason why I fall off, if I do fall off on here, is because I don't feel like I'm adding value. Then I'm just like, so then why am I online? I want to show up for you guys, but I want to show up with you got something from a video, you learned something from a video. So that's why I consistently vlog, because there will always be little things like a new place in Kampala, or a new this or a new that. But vlogs were never the main intention of this channel, and never were they the most popular thing on here. It was really where to live, how to live, what to buy things, where to buy things, etc, etc. It was always around that. So I want to be more intentional in that. I love companies, I love businesses, I love investing, so I really want that to be the focus and to continue to be the focus and to always be the focus on here. The vlogs will always be there as a complement to show you guys what it's like, what's happening on a weekly basis here, that I always will love to do, so I want to continue doing that, but it's not the main focus. I still want to show you guys properties, I still want to do that, so I want to grow the community on here. And I think it hit me because especially this last few months, I was on an Instagram break, and there was a little bit there where I was on a YouTube break as well. I think you guys saw. And I would get so many people who would come to me randomly, random places. I could be somewhere, and they're like, oh, Rachel, I watch your videos. This helped me do this, or it helped me do that. And I was just like, in the moment, I'm like, thank you, so happy, thank you for watching. But I don't think you guys understand internally what that means to me. I'm like, so my struggles are helping other people win? What do you mean? This is my calling. I am doing what I have been called to do in this life, is to help other people, serve God through helping other people. So let's grow this community. And in the interim, it'll grow into helping young people, helping people in other ways that I see, that I know based off of my physical talents and what I know I'm capable of doing. But in the interim, let it be a growth of this online community. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please do remember to share this video with those who would benefit from it. Everyone always benefits from a video, hence me telling you that story of all the people I always get weekly, sometimes every other day, of just people being like, oh, I did this, or I found this person, or I found that, I connected with this person, I went to this business that helped me so much, I bought this because of that, and this and the third. Whew, I'm like, yes, this is why I started doing this. It was to answer the questions I couldn't answer for myself. It was very self-serving, and then it turned into serving others. So please keep sharing these videos. Please keep inviting people to this tribe and our online community. If you haven't already done so, please do remember to subscribe, like this video, because it helps us online, me as a creator. I understand more of what you like, what you want to see more of, all of the above. So keep sharing. Thank you guys so much. 5 whole years. Your baby girl has been here for 5 years. Half a decade. That's crazy. And those are baby steps. Half of that was a pandemic. Can you imagine where I'll be in 5? Whew. Too exciting. And I'm so excited to share the journey every single day with you guys on here. Again, thank you. This 5 years wouldn't have been possible without sharing my journey and you guys, and keeping me motivated of staying here, to be quite honest with you. And the bigger and better things that God has in store for me in my life, and sharing that with you guys, you won't regret being part of this community ever, and being part of this tribe. Our tribe, this is just the beginning, y'all. Anyway, enough rambling. Thank you guys so much, and I will check you in my next video. Bye, guys.